Good morning, Atherton. I'm Kaden Mulrooney, and it's a new day here on Atherton on Air. Here's what's trending. We've got another awesome new teacher to introduce you to, our new Spanish teacher, Senora Tackett. She's got an awesome story to tell, so we'll let her do the talking.
I have been teaching Spanish. This is my 10th year. I really love just the dynamic of the students of the school. It's such a relaxing environment. There's so much diversity. I just love teaching high school, so it's been great so far. You know, the use of Spanish, I think we see it so much everywhere we go, everything we do, and so it's a great language to know. You'd be surprised where I use it and how often I do. And so whether it's traveling or even if something needs to be done, you know, with businesses or things around the house, I mean, anything, it's great to know the language. I have two kids. I have a 3-year-old son and a almost 4-month-old daughter, so definitely spending time with them outside of school. I love exercising, being outside. It's just some of the things I like to do when I'm not teaching.
Thank you, Senora Tackett. Make sure to say hello to her if you catch her in the halls. And she's also the advisor of one of Atherton's newest and up-and-coming clubs, the Hispanic Student Union. So make sure to visit her room if you're interested in joining. Speaking of clubs, we talked to one of the co-chairs of the YDSA, Charlie Lowy, about what exactly they do and how to become a member of the club.
All right, so our club, the YDSA, is the Young Democratic Socialists of America. And in this club, we pretty much just discuss different leftist politics and current events, and we are really just a place where people can get together and discuss these things. We'll also have people be presenting presentations on different topics. Like last year we did the war in Iran and also the prison industrial complex. And another thing we'll be doing, we'll be organizing groups of YDSA members to be going to protest and canvassing events for different local and national candidates.
Thanks, Charlie. If you're interested, be sure to follow @Atherton YDSA on Instagram to stay up to date on meeting dates and events that the YDSA may be hosting. I think it's an understatement to say that last school year hit us all pretty hard, but it was extremely difficult for this year's sophomores. Your first year in high school is definitely not an easy feat, but completing it through a computer screen is another thing entirely. To get an idea of the freshman experience from last year, we asked a few sophomores about their freshman year. What was your experience going straight from 8th grade into high school and it being completely virtual?
Honestly, it took a little bit of the stress away from getting to know the building and teachers. I only had to worry about one thing at a time. I didn't have to think about getting to know where I need to go, meeting teachers. That all had to come later. But it was still a little bit nervous, stressful, just like I think it is for everybody, but it virtually made it a little bit easier.
Well, it was weird. Middle school, I went to a bad middle school, so they didn't do a very good job preparing me for high school. I'd say high school virtual was a lot easier than what it would be if I went in person, because the workload was easier, in my opinion, and the teachers were much more relaxed on us when it came to grading and stuff. But it wasn't very good for my mental health. I don't think it was good for anybody's mental health. And it was just kind of draining all year.
My experience wasn't that bad. It was easier because we had a little bit of experience in 8th grade. But it was still kind of stressful getting the hang of all new classes, all new people, all new subjects, and stuff like that.
We leave you now with some general school announcements, many of which can be found on the hallway headlines outside the Media Arts Wing. A quick reminder from Ms. Marzian, if you decide to enjoy your lunch outside or on the patio, please make sure to throw away all your trash and recycle what you can. It's super important that we try to keep our school environment clean. The Environmental Club meets every 2nd and 4th Monday in room 214 with Ms. New, Student Y or Y Club meets every Thursday in the cafeteria with Ms. Bell, and the Hispanic Student Union will meet Wednesday, September 8th in room 202B at 3:30 with Senora Tackett. That's all the time we have for today. Make sure to follow us on Instagram @atherton.on.air to keep in touch with us, DM us with club and school news, and participate in any polls or questions we may post on our story. And with that, until next time, Atherton.